Matt Field, an exciting driver to watch. Full of spunk and attitude, the beast from the Bay. Here comes Matt Field, 777.
Unlike most kids, when I was young, I wasn't playing with toy cars. I was racing my big wheels down the freeway overpasses, riding quads, racing BMX, and sliding laundry baskets down hills. My mom was convinced that I would grow up and find myself in a race car. So she convinced my dad to get me in a car as soon as possible. We started racing quarter midgets as a family, and this thirst for adrenaline eventually led myself to find the thing that would consume my life: drifting. It started out as a not exactly legal pastime of drifting through the windy roads of the Bay Area. This pastime soon turned into a lifelong passion, an addiction, which has fueled me from the first time that I saw what drifting was. It's all about the moment the tires break loose. The car launches into controlled chaos with all 1,000 horsepower digging into the ground. The fiberglass shell that embraces the monster within shakes with fear as the violence proceeds. At that moment, all silenced by the beautiful scream of my dressed-up monster. Now I compete at the highest level of the sport of drifting. I run my own shop. I'm the owner of my own race team. I'm assisted by my friends, team, and family as we pursue one goal: to win the Formula Drift Championship.
I'm Susan Field, Matt's mom. We've been raising a racer basically since before he was born. When I was pregnant with Matt, I would stand behind the mud bogger when Bruce was revving the engine so that Matt would get used to the sounds and wouldn't be afraid of them. And I guess it worked because he loves the motor sounds. This is a picture of him and his sister Kylie when he taught her how to drift her quad in the snow. In here is our trophy room. So both Matt and Bruce, his dad, race. This wall is mostly Bruce's from off-road racing. And then once Matt turned 14 and started riding with him, then it was the two of them winning races.
Drifting to me is so enjoyable because it's more than just racing and who finished first. There's a style aspect to it. For me, going as fast as I can, as close as I can to obstacles. That's what gets my adrenaline flowing.
He's not backing down, a solid change up. Woo! Almost identical.
Adrenaline fuels extreme focus. These are the moments that I live for.
That field transitions around. Christoph Blue in that final clip, wrapping it around.
When I was like 15 and a half is when I really discovered drifting. And once I discovered drifting, my life was over. Now I pursue one goal: to win the Formula Drift Championship. But it's a long, difficult road to win the Formula Drift Championship. Thankfully, I have my team to back me up.
We've been pushing so hard, basically flipped this team upside down this year just to get to where we want to get, which is at the very top, get the championship win. So that's what's at stake. I mean, we're here to win, so we're going to get the car prepped.
We have Ty, my head crew chief, lead fabricator, mechanic. I like to refer to him as the doctor. He's very precise, meticulous. He likes to think about what he does before just doing it.
This motor should make about 500 horsepower. It should be a real fun street car.
Dan Chow, my spotter. He's the bird in the sky, the voice in my ear. His ability to see what's going on track, assess the situation, and apply a plan is very, very important to me.
When he does that, there's no like check up and throttle. It's just like heavy throttle, roll off, and then back on throttle hard at that painted tube cable all the time.
Brian, Ripperman, the rig commander. I like to say he's my muscle. He drives my rig around, which is the first year of this. I don't have to drive the rig myself. It's awesome.
Toyota Camry drivers. Upside down on the roof on the freeway.
He's also responsible for the tires on the car, the gas, the nitrous.
Right now I'm just checking all the nitrous bottles, see where we're at, which ones are full and which ones are not.
All right, these boxes are ready. We also have Daniel Treadway. He's been on my FD team. He's an awesome fabricator, a good friend of mine, knows how to hammer it out, get stuff done.
I know this is at an angle, but I'm trying to raise it up so it's just enough off the floor that it won't touch anything.
So the steering column in.
Everything's in.
Jay, my tuner, my data acquisition analysis guy.
My role on Matt Field's team is to tune the engine, acquire data, chassis data, engine data, driver habits. I look at all that, and it's only a fraction of the entire equation. Tires and tire pressures that are consistent. Suspension set up so that it can do crazy angle drifts and maintain high rates of speed. And it's math, it's geometry, it's trigonometry, it's physics. Every round we go to, we learn something new. And in the 6 years that Matt's been in Formula D, we've learned so much. That's the reason why Matt's S14 is so developed at this point, but we're confident to say that his car is the fastest.